Hello and welcome back to Liam's TV Addicts. So today I am doing a review for Megan 2.0. I went to see this yesterday, the day that it came out, the 27th, with my sister and her boyfriend. And do you know what? And I'm just going to debunk a whole load of spoilers. So if you haven't watched it yet, which I would assume that you have watched it, then I'm going to tell you what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. And yeah, just go from there. But I think for a 2-hour movie, it was brilliant. So the first person we're talking about is, we have to talk about the new character, Amelia. Now, do you know what? The way it started, I wasn't really happy with the way it opened up, because I really thought they would have done it I know it's meant to be 2 years later from the ending of the first movie, but I just feel like they could have started it with KD and Gemma first, before coming to Amelia. Amelia should have come into it a little bit after. But do you know what? I do love Amelia. I love the fact that she's tough, she's fearless, she's got just as much sass as Megan, and I just feel like she's like the new TX from Terminator. Also, I love how obviously Amelia appears in herself. I love the fact that as soon as she got up, she had to kill someone. So as soon as she got up, she didn't get up and go straight to look for KD and Gemma, because they invented Megan and all of Gemma's team, like Cole and the other woman's name, I can't think of her name. But yeah, I absolutely love Amelia. She's my new favourite, but I do also like Megan too. So the next one we're talking about is, yes, it's KD. Now, do you know what? I was really shocked when I first saw KD in this movie, because do you know what? From the first movie, she's grown up quite a lot, and she's grown some. She's tough. She's not to be messed with now. She was like a young, innocent little girl in the first movie in 2022, and she's grown up to be this super brave girl who defends people that she loves. And obviously, I don't think she ever thought that Megan would be reinvented. I think she had a feeling that obviously Amelia would kill her and Gemma, but she had no idea about obviously that Gemma would have to bring back Megan to save them. But also, what I loved with KD is the fact that when the police broke into Gemma's house and she thought it was a burglar, right? The fact that when KD attacked that guy and punched him in the stomach to get away, I just love the fact that KD's not to be messed with. She's grown up quite a lot, and clearly she's got an influence on Gemma. Yes, the next one we are talking about is, yes, it is Gemma. Now, do you know what? I love Gemma. The fact that she's so pretty, she's gorgeous, but I love the fact that Gemma is obviously still working for the AI robot thing, the company, because obviously with what happened in the first one, and obviously she's been to court since, because you can tell you got shown in the first part of the second movie. So obviously I just feel like with Gemma, she's obviously had to prove herself a lot by obviously telling them that Megan will not be reinvented. There won't be another killer doll. She won't make that mistake again. She didn't even think. She programmed Megan to protect KD, but obviously Megan went against her own wishes, went against her own commands. So, but I do love the fact that Gemma is obviously a very good parent to KD, and obviously protects her from any danger. I feel like in the first movie, Gemma wasn't really bothered, because obviously she'd only just become a carer for KD. So I just feel like there's a part of Gemma, where she just thought in the first minute, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where to start. But obviously, as the years have gone on, she's now obviously a big responsibility for Katie, and I think it's amazing. But I loved Gemma in the second movie. She was very like fierce and feisty, and yeah, I just love her. So the scene that got me was towards the end of the movie when Gemma had that armor suit on, and she was like under the control of, she had Megan controlling her, because Megan was basically inside of Gemma. So and when she was fighting them guards, I was like, yes. I just feel like Megan has really, really, like, she wants to put things right because of how she what she did. But as obviously Megan said to Gemma while they were sitting down, in one scene, Megan turned around and said, I did what I had to do. I did it to protect Katie. And obviously I didn't make the wrong choices, did I? I had to make good choices to help Katie. And I just feel like it's like with Megan and Gemma, they've got such a complex relationship. So I feel like they've got a relationship where obviously Gemma doesn't trust Megan whatsoever, but I just feel like Megan obviously doesn't care what Gemma thinks. She is there for Katie. You know, it's a bit like in the scene when Megan goes to Amelia, you can kill Gemma, but don't touch Katie. And it's so just... But I think deep down, Megan will protect Gemma. Also, as well, I forgot to mention, with obviously what I said about Gemma not trusting Megan, I think the reason why Gemma doesn't trust Megan, but she has to, because obviously it's what Katie wants, it's what Katie needs, you know. Obviously she needs to listen. She can't really ignore Katie. She has to do things for Katie's good. Now, I'm going to talk about this scene because, do you know what? They really took this movie to a whole new level, because the flying scene with Megan when she flew into that like building at the bottom of the hill, she was just everything. Like this whole scene with the flying, the jumpsuit, everything. Like the way she just rolled into the building, and I think it was incredible. Like I loved this scene. It was so good, and the way she just like rolled in and was like, okay, let's get this sorted. So but obviously Megan has completely evolved. She's not, you can definitely tell she's not the Megan from the first movie. The scene with obviously in the building with like I think it was like the premiere of like AI or something. And basically, right, Megan obviously dressed up in disguise. Amelia was, because she was obviously she was in a decoy. It was like a stealth mission to hunt down Amelia. Now, I think with this scene, what I loved was the fact that the amount of one-liners and the amount of quirky remarks and funny and sassy remarks that Megan made to obviously all the people that was with Gemma. You know, about like, she was like, oh, you'll survive, or she called one person a dick rash at first, and I just felt it so good, you know. And yeah, this whole movie did not disappoint. So this scene, after Megan was, because we could see put back into a Mina or Stacey's prison. Obviously Megan went up to Cole while he was sleeping and scared him, and I just feel like this was like a scene to, I think the writers and the directors put this in to obviously give the fans a sense of closure, because obviously from the first movie, obviously Megan strangled Cole in the factory where she was tied up, or she was connected to this monitor or whatever. And I just feel like there's Meghan said sorry, and she said it won't happen again because obviously she wanted to put things right. She wanted to protect and look after them all and protect them from this Amelia. So I just feel like the way she walked up to Cole and was like, "Oh, you know remember when I strangled you and set the lab on fire? Well, I just want you to know that won't happen again." And I just feel like it was a really good scene because I feel like we needed that. We needed Meghan to apologise for what she did, because otherwise there was no moving on from that. Because people didn't forget what Meghan did. Tess even called Meghan a deranged robot at first. Said, "You want us to build a deranged robot in order to help catch another one." So make sure you like and subscribe and let me know what you think, what you thought of the Meghan 2.0 film that came out yesterday. Did you go and watch it? What was your thoughts on it? What didn't you like? What did you like? Please comment so I can react to them, and maybe your comments will be on my next video where I will be responding and seeing what I think of your comments. And also as well, can I just ask that, did you think at the end of the movie they gave us a possible hint at a Meghan 3.0 movie? Because obviously Meghan came back through the house, turned all the lights on, and came through Gemma's computer.